Ladies and gents, we're back on the podcast. A couple of things I'm going to go through here today, but before we get into the batshit crazy stuff here, because believe me, wait until you hear this story I have about a mother abandoning her child on the side of the road, and I'm walking by. Yeah, we're going to get to that in a minute. But guys, I want to shout out first of all to my father's company here. We have a new driving academy. It's all about learning to drive a road car in a safe environment. Yeah, I'm giving my family company a shout out, and it's absolutely worth it because this is really, really valuable, I think. Quite honestly, I don't need to even try and sell this. This is a really good idea. So my father's company is called Adventure Park in Cartworld in Watergrass Hill in Cork. The website is adventurepark.ie, or check out social media Adventure Park at Cartworld. And guys, we've created this now driving academy. We've got 3 nicely lined up, decaled, beautiful cars, and it's now offering you guys in Ireland the chance to learn to drive a road car off the road. In other words, in a safe place. You don't have oncoming traffic. You don't have any people behind you up your bumper, okay? You don't have to be up someone else's bumper on the road. There's no pressure here. And I think it's a very, very valuable thing. We've even been on the radio there a few weeks ago. I think it's going to be very valuable, very effective. And I'm loving this idea. We've got some great traction out of this already. Now, some of you may know Adventure Park, or you may know the name. It's also known as Cartworld, K-A-R-T, Cartworld in Watergrass Hill in Cork as well. So we have 2 karting tracks. The cars you can use, they'll be on those karting tracks as well. We've got off-site roads and areas where we can use the cars with you as well. So guys, definitely check out the driving academy at my father's place. It's a really good idea, and I'm really pumped about this. I'm very excited about this, and a lot of parents are loving this. And well, not even the parents, the kids are loving this. It's fantastic. You know, you don't have the pressure. You can mess up as much as you want using the gears. You know, if you stall the car, doesn't matter. Nobody's going to be beeping on the horn. Come on, man, what the hell? You know, you don't have pedestrians staring at you, and, you know, you're embarrassed. I mean, it's, you know yourself. I don't even have to try and sell this. So guys, check it out, adventurepark.ie, and or give Adventure Park a call on 0214889 And yeah, it's in Cork. I do have some listeners in Cork, so hopefully, guys, this will be a benefit to you. It's for ages 15 and up, and this really is the goal for this is to do these lessons before you take your 12 driving lessons. And I think it's going to be a very valuable thing for a lot of people. It takes a lot of the pressure off, especially if mum and dad are sitting in the car, you know, trying to make Jimmy try and use gears on the road. I mean, it's a lot of pressure, you know what I mean? And even, we gotta admit, even when you're sitting in a car with somebody who doesn't have the experience on a road, you can feel the pressure yourself in the passenger seat. So before we move on, what it does consist of is obviously you driving up and down using the gears, etc., and using the clutch, just getting used to the car, of course. But not only that, you learn as well how to adjust tire pressures, check tire pressures, how many times you should be checking tire pressures, because really, guys, you should check your tire pressures. I would say, now again, this is coming from an ex-racing driver, so we'd be very, I suppose, specific about these type of things most of the time anyway. Once a month you should be checking your tire pressure. So the guys up at my father's company, they'll go through that with you if you don't know how to do it. They'll show you how to change oil as well in the car, or adjust or increase or top up your oil in the car. Obviously the windscreen wipers, right? You'll be shown everything. Now I know some people are probably thinking, geez, hello, we all know that, but well, you'd be surprised. A lot of people don't even know how to change a tire. You know, and I'm not being smart now. It's just people don't know. So it'll show you all the basics, so it's very valuable. So next we move on. Let's move on to some of the crazy shit, man. Okay, here we go, guys. All right, like this story is horrendous. I mean, I just can't get over what I just experienced with a mother and a son here a few days ago. So I'm getting out of the studio. I'm taking a stroll down into town in Cork City. Okay, so I'm going over this footbridge, and over the footbridge, you're straight into the heart of the Grand Parade in Cork City. Now, it's a big wide open area, so as I'm walking over the footbridge, there's always this homeless guy that he's always lying or sitting down on the ground, okay? So he's there and he's doing his thing, right? I go over the footbridge and I see a kid, probably 5 or 6 years old, and he's lying on the ground with his jacket on, his school bag on his 2 shoulders, and he's lying down, stretched out fully, on his stomach. Alright? Now imagine that. Imagine a kid lying down on the ground, on his stomach. He's not even like sitting up where his arms are holding his body up and he's kind of sitting there or lying down from it. No, he is literally flat on the street. Right? Now I'm approaching this kid and now, for some reason I saw him and then it didn't dawn on me, so I walked past him like, hang on a sec. What did I just fucking... What? So I look back. Kid's still on the ground. So I'm looking around now, okay? And I'm thinking, okay, where's the mother here? Now, I'm watching other people walk past me here. Right? I'm seeing people walk past. They're not even looking at the kid. They're looking at the kid, but they're like, yeah, whatever. We won't give a damn. I couldn't believe this, right? No one gave a shit. So anyway... I'm looking around to see, do I see the mother? Okay, I don't see a mother here. Now I'm thinking the homeless guy. I said, no, it can't be the homeless guy's kid, surely now, right? I mean, the homeless guy doesn't even give a damn, and he's about 50 yards away from me here. So I go over to the kid. I'm like, hey little man, are you okay? And he just starts mumbling. And he gets up when I actually go over to him. It's almost like he was waiting for someone to come over to him. So I'm thinking, hey buddy, is your mum or dad here, or brother or sister, or is there anybody minding you? And then he's like, oh well, I don't know what's going on. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, what? Are you on your own? I said, okay, hang on, whoa, kid, we're gonna find your parents. We're gonna find your parents. When was the last time you saw them? So the homeless guy over here, he sees me trying to help out this little kid. People are walking past, they're looking as well because I'm looking concerned. And funny enough, now the fact that someone's concerned, now they're a little concerned. Like, what the hell is wrong with people? And believe me, people actually approached and walked past this kid even before I got to him. It took me to stop to talk to this kid. So anyway, people are looking around going, what's going on here? So the homeless guy, oh, his mother's over here. And I went, I'm sorry, what? His mother's over here. He's saying that the mother's on the opposite end of the bridge, the walking bridge that I walked over. Okay? And I said, does she know her kid is here? Is she lost? Is he lost? He goes, no, she knows exactly where the kid is. I'm like, what? Now, there's no way I'm leaving this poor kid on his own here. Because the mother is like, I don't know, 200 yards away from us, okay? On the other end of the bridge. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Like, does anybody see how nuts the world is going here? Like, so anyway, I say, okay, hey little buddy, look, your mum is over here, right? Now, again, look, this guy's a homeless guy, so I don't know if he's telling me the complete truth here, alright? I just want to make sure that this is his child, this is the child, and does the child recognize the mother, you know? I want to make sure that I'm not handing him off to someone here. So I walk the kid up, go over the bridge, and then I see the woman over on the other side, and she's got another kid with her. And she's kind of like giving out to this other kid. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? So she sees me now, and I'm waving over. I'm like, oh, you know, and I'm pointing down. And I shout out, is this your child? You know, and she just kind of keeps staring at me. I'm not joking. She just keeps staring at me. Now I'm thinking, all right, well, she's staring over at me. So is this her kid or not? Now, I'm thinking maybe, is it like one of these nannies from hell, you know? She sweet talks the parents. Oh, I love kids. But actually, she fucking hates kids or something, you know what I mean? Behind closed doors. Or she just puts on an act. So I get closer to the mother. And then she sees me, and again, she's just staring at me. I'm like, I said, hey, buddy, is this your mum? Yeah, that's my mum. I mean, are you sure that's your mum? I even have to ask him, are you sure that's your mum? Yeah, it is. So then I get to about maybe 20 feet away from her. She's on the other side of the road. I'm waiting for the kid, for the green light to come. Green light comes on for the kid to walk past. He goes over to her, and that's that, job done. She doesn't even thank me. She's like, I'm worried for this child here. I'm like, Jesus, man, we got a lost kid. What the hell's gonna... Like, I'm even thinking I'm gonna take out my phone here. You know what I mean? All sorts of things are going through my mind here. I have to call the guards, call the police, try and help this kid out as much as I can. So, she gets the kid, other side, still staring at me. And I'm looking at her going, okay, you good? So I'm thinking, all right, okay, this has to be her kid. So she walks away with the kid, and then she's still giving out to the other kid. And then I'm walking back over the footbridge again. Now I'm trying to process what the hell has just happened here. So I'm walking over the bridge. Then I look back, and I'm just kind of seeing, you know, what's going on? So then I see the woman, and then the kid finds a scooter out of nowhere. He didn't even have a scooter when he was with me. And he's darting down the street again. And now he's gone so far down. He must be 100, 150 yards away. He's going past side alleys, right, where cars come up. He's just darting past. I'm like, oh my God, this kid's going to get knocked down? What the fuck is going on here, man? And then she's still giving out to the other kid. I mean, I tell you guys, like, what's the world coming to? Like, these poor kids, right? They're obviously, I mean, hopefully she's not physically abusing these kids, okay? Hopefully she's not. But, like, even if she's not, this kid is probably getting he's getting the crap bullied out of him every single day. At school, I'd say, simply because mum is just bullying the crap out of him at home. Like, where's the dad? Like, what does the dad do? I mean, is she one of these women that, you know, and by the way, I'm not having a go off women here, because I know there's plenty of men out there that are complete assholes too, right? So let's just clear the air here. But I am having a go off this woman, you know, and where do we go with this? Who are these people? Who are these people, man? I mean, is she one of these women that she goes home and she's giving out to Jimmy, the husband? Well, fuck you now, Jimmy. I've been looking after the kids all day. It's your turn now. And Jimmy's been working his balls off for like 10 hours, 11 days. And yet he's got to still work his ass off when he gets home. Like, these kids were just a nuisance to her. A pain in the ass to her. I mean, you should have seen the look on her face. It was almost like I was handing her back, what would you call it? A gift that she didn't want. You know? It was almost like somebody bought her a pink dress which she hates, and she went, under no circumstance am I wearing this fucking thing. She returns it, and then the person that actually originally bought her the fucking thing gave it back to her and said, hey, you returned it, did you? No, here you go. And she's like, oh, gee, thanks. Like, it was like that. Man, I tell you, man, just, Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ. And you know, it's funny, I was only having this conversation because I had a deep heart-to-heart with a buddy of mine there. He was going through some crap there a few months ago, and we were talking about families, and you know, it's amazing. I was even saying, like, as many of you know, that I'm adopted. And I've had a great life. I have great parents. I have a great family. And it just goes to show, you could be adopted, fostered, not adopted, I don't even know what you'd call it. And yet, you can have some a-hole parents out there, man. A-hole parents out there Jesus, man. Oh, God. Blew my mind. Blew my fucking mind. Anyway, I hope that kid's gonna be okay, man. I really do. And speaking of scooters, by the way. Yeah. Speaking of scooters. Do you realize... And here's what I'm seeing on the roads as well here. This is shocking. This is shocking. Only a few days ago. And by the way, I see this on almost a weekly basis here. I see these guys were stopped at red lights. And you know these scooters now that a lot of people are flying around on, the electric ones, right? Where you've got one foot behind the other. You know those ones? And there's a bit of a motor on them, or a battery, whatever it is. And I'm seeing this a lot. You stop at a red light and the fuckers are going through the red light. I could not believe what I saw the other day. I saw two people. I was in my car, stopped at a red light, and I just see this scooter fly up. Now, we're stopped at the red light for about 15 seconds, guys, right? So imagine now, the red light stops, or comes on, and you stop. And 15 seconds later, that's a long time, because obviously that's enough time to have the red light, people stop, and then the other lane of traffic can go now. They get the green light, right? There's plenty of time. And these two dipshit motherfuckers on the scooters go zooming past where I am, on the same road I am, straight through the lights, didn't even slow down, and just went straight on, didn't even look left, didn't look right, and boom. And this isn't the first time I'm seeing this. I'm losing my fucking mind. I genuinely... You don't have to be a race driver to realize how fucking insane these people are. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? I'm serious. And you know what? And I'm pretty confident that people that are listening to this, if you're not one of these drivers, I'm pretty sure that people that are listening, you've seen the same thing too. And if you haven't yet, oh, you will, believe you me, because everybody's copying everybody else. Where do you think you're getting the right of way? Do you think that the people on the other side of the road who are going through their green light because it's their turn now to go, do you think that they're slowing down and keeping an eye on scooters, right, and looking left and right? And in fact, you know what? Maybe we actually should be now these days. Maybe I'm gonna fucking have to. We're gonna have to. But you don't have the right of way. And you're going through lights. And I'm telling you now, there's no special traffic light for these people. It's one way. You're going that way, the light comes on, because now on your left-hand side, these cars are going to go. And they are going in your direction. They are going in your path. And they just go straight through the lights. Even I had a bit of an episode there with one fucker here the other day. Prick. This guy. I'm going up this one way here now near my house. And it's a one way now. Okay, 30 miles an hour. Yeah, grand, cool. And I'm fairly good now. It's keeping to the limit. I have no need to start driving fast around the place. So anyway, I'm going up. Scooter in the middle of the fucking road. He's doing about 30 miles an hour. No helmet on. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Now, guys, this road is quite bumpy. So, like, all it takes for this guy is to hit a stone, a can, an empty can of Coke, something with a bump to shoot him off. And then, you know what? These guys will be then the people that will start suing the government, suing the council, because, oh, there shouldn't have been anything on the road. These motherfuckers, man. And then I get up to the roundabout, okay? And I beep. I'm like, get off the road, man. So anyway, and I'm like, all right, just let it go, let it go. So now I get up to the roundabout. I pull down my window and, are you absolutely out of your mind? You have to stay in. And then he starts, fuck you, man, fuck you. I got every fucking right. You're like, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Guys, if you are one of these people who ride scooters around the place, what are you doing risking your life going through red lights? going in the middle of the road. Yeah, maybe you think you're a professional driver because you can drive something quick. No, you're not a professional driver. You're putting your life at risk. You're putting other people's lives at risk. I mean, even yesterday again, I know I've been going on bus drivers. I see another bus driver. He just deliberately goes into this junction box where you're not meant to enter. Now look, hey, I'll even put my hands in the air, okay? Sometimes even I've made the mistake of just going into a junction box, right? You're like, oh, shit, right? But again, you know, you can be exhausted. And I get it, right? There's people go into junction boxes every now and then because you just didn't think, all right? So, you know, I'm not one of these people now that, oh, I'll do it, but then if I see anybody else, I'll be beeping the horn at them. Like, I let it go too. But like a bus driver, this is so obvious. And these guys have to be really, really conscious. Really conscious. And the worst part of this, yes, you could say it was a mistake, right? And, you know, like I said, fair enough, people make mistakes, including me. But I saw this guy in the back of my mirror, and he knows it's a junction box. He stops, and I'm looking at him in the mirror. I'm like, no, he's not going to go. He's not going to go into the junction box, is he? He's actually going to hold up traffic. And then you could see him creep up, and he stopped. Creep up and stop. And I could actually see his face in the mirror, and he went, fuck it. You could just see that kind of look as him, fuck it. He didn't give a shit. And the worst part is, he's holding up traffic then for other people coming the other way. You know? Like, I feel guilty if I actually do it. I'm like, oh, Peter, you fucking moron. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, you know, and you want to get out of there quick. But, oh, man. I'm losing my mind. I'm losing my fucking mind. Okay, guys, and listen, we're gonna shut it down, but, okay, we're ending on a good note here. All right, we're ending on a good note. So, guys, look, good news for some singletons out there. So if you're not single, guys, and you are listening to the podcast or watching on YouTube, let your single friends know. The groups that I've created, as many of you know, on Facebook, Old School Dating Age, that's all you got to type in. It's a group. Just search for Old School Dating Age, and then there's 5 different groups to choose from. So the groups are picking up some good traction here, right? There was, I wouldn't say it was an issue. There was 1 or 2 groups at sometimes, because, you know, you never know how many men are coming in one day, or how many women are this and that, or, right? You just don't know. But there was, okay, definitely for one group, there was a lot more women in the group than men. And thing was, there was still plenty of guys getting dates. And you know what? It was the clever guys actually jumping in, getting in early. And I kept saying it to them, I said, guys, for the love of God, would you jump in? And there was guys bitching and moaning that there wasn't enough women in there, even though it was 90% women, full of crap. And there was hundreds of members in there. Hundreds. People just weren't engaging. Excuse me. So, update. There's now a load of men jumping in, flocking into these groups. And you know what's going to happen? People are going to bitch and moan that there's too many men in the group, man. Can't handle it, it's fucking crazy. Even though I've been shouting from the rooftops, guys, for ages. You know, you had it good here for a while. You had it really good, and no one took advantage. And I'm not saying, you know, you should be taking advantages and, you know, whoring and scoring with everybody. But if you are single and you just want a couple of fun one-night stands, there's girls in there that just want fun one-night stands. And hey, that was your moment. If you want a date, there's plenty of nice, decent, classy ladies in these groups that are looking for a long-term relationship. So you got a combination of both, you know? I'm not saying about, oh, we're looking for some gigolos here. No, I'm not. But that's the reality of it, right? That there is going to be people looking just for fun, and then people looking for some serious things in these groups. Now, even on the dating end of that, that's my point. If you were a man looking for a long-term relationship, it's a golden opportunity. There's less men in there. Now, okay. There still is men coming in here, and there's a flock of men coming in now. Okay? A flock of men. There's a lot more men coming in the last couple of weeks, guys, and I'm like, oh, this is really picking up. So look, it's not over. You can still meet somebody, but guys, if you want to meet somebody in these groups, especially with a lot more, if you are a man, and especially with a lot more men coming into the group now, you really got to make an effort and try and do a video introduction of yourself. Do a photo, minimum photo. But I would always say do a video intro. It's always better. It's much more effective. You get a lot more views, a lot more likes or whatever, okay, if people do like you, because they get a good idea of who you are and what you're like. We all know this, you know? If you see a video versus a photo, you're going to get a better impression of the person. So that's what I always would say. And the women love it in the group. They love that a guy takes the initiative, has a bit of balls and does a video. He goes that one step further. So that's what I would say. But anyway, the point is this, guys. The groups are working well. It's really good to see. And here's to many more success stories going forward. So, at least we're ending up on a positive today here, guys. But please, guys, if you're on the road, stay safe. Stay safe, especially if you're driving these scooters. Just don't be breaking red lights and risking your life for nothing. God, it mind boggles me. Jesus Christ. Why don't you just play Russian roulette? Seriously, why don't you just play Russian roulette? Actually, I would think, and I'm not being joking here, the way I've seen some people break red lights, right? There's been such a long period where you're sitting there on a red light that the green light has already gone on the other side of the road, that there's going to be cars coming, and then you go through that red light at that time. I honestly think you've better chances of living playing Russian roulette with one bullet. I mean, what are you doing? Anyway, so guys, listen, I love you all. Thanks for listening, and I'll be back. Bye-bye.
Peter Walsh.